everyone, welcome back to Eating with the Alexanders. I'm Kel.
I'm CJ.
And today we have Crawfish Etouffee and fried shrimp.
Homemade.
CJ didn't do an egg wash on the shrimp.
Yeah, it was a lazy fry. You know, a little lazy fry.
And it's the smurl ones. We have some bigger shrimp, but he decided to do the small ones. This medium shrimp.
Yeah.
We have jumbo in the freezer, but it's fine though. We just wanted a little bit of shrimp with our meal. Y'all, if I'm talking weird, I'm sorry. My ear feels clogged. It's definitely my allergies or something going on. So yeah, you guys, how have y'all been?
Yes. How y'all been?
It's been a while since we filmed because that last video that went out was like 2 weeks old.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've been busy. Really, extremely busy.
I've been sick.
And why?
And why? Why have I been sick? What did you do? He knocked me up. I am pregnant.
Yeah,
baby
guys.
number 4.
Baby number 4. Let me see what I did.
What did you do?
It's 50-50.
I'm hungry.
Me too.
On that note. And
yeah,
yes,
guys.
I have
That's the big enough.
Chocolate almond milk. I don't know why.
This kind of like a cheat because I know last video we said about keto and all.
You know. Yo, yeah. Let me just tell you that I can't continue.
She can't die if she pregnant yet. See, I'm gonna still try to stick to like at least low carb and not eat as much rice and all that. I don't know about full keto, but I think I'm gonna still stick to low carbs because eating that way before into now, I don't 100% miss it. I'm gonna enjoy this, but I'll be good with this.
Really,
for the rest.
Hasn't. Yeah, he hasn't been eating a lot of rice and all that
I'll
stuff.
be good. Like,
you could have kept it going. You had no excuse.
No, I know.
Me personally, I tried to continue keto for the first few weeks, and I had to increase my carbs because I stayed really sick until I did. So yeah, I had to get out of ketosis. I was basically trying to follow how I felt. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
I was basically trying to pay attention to how my body felt, and for me, I definitely needed more carbs. So I really wanted to see what keto would be like this pregnancy, but just didn't agree with me this time. So
yeah, that's the big announcement.
This time, I mean, that's it. Not
Maybe
this time.
Yeah. Not 1, not 2, not 3.
Yo, Brielle just made one. This was definitely a surprise.
Yeah, I know. Brielle just turned 1. Her video was on the channel. Yeah. It was.
And we're due May of 2021.
It's crazy. If y'all ask, we definitely didn't want 4 kids. Like, we wouldn't, when you talk about, when you get together, you be like, how many kids you want? Mm-hmm. Even when we was dating, how many kids you want? We always said about 2, 3.
Max 3.
Yeah. She was like, what?
God knows.
I was like, I thought she was playing.
No,
I thought, because she do play. She jokes.
I don't joke like that.
No, you have. When you've been pregnant and, you joke around. Be like.
Did I really? When we were dating, I joked
No.
like that.
Remember when you was pregnant?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's with Xavier or Brielle.
What did I do?
You'd be like, you want pregnant, be like, nah, stop playing. Be like, nah, you know how you go back and forth or you joke around.
Mm-hmm.
So when you said, when you was like, she just said go get a test. She was feeling funny and she was late, like 4 or 5 days. She was like, no, let's just rule that out.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to get 2 good ones that show pregnant, not pregnant. We ain't messing with no lines. We want clear cut. So she came. I was actually editing the video. She came. She was like, she just put it on her. She just
no, I slapped it on the counter.
She had it on the counter. And she slid it. I'm like, so I turned. I looked. I said, well, maybe they're too defective or something. Maybe they be having some bad tests, man. I think the next day I went to get 2 more. Same test. She went as soon as we got back. Here we go. Hey, can't get 4 straight. So, yeah. So
4 kids, y'all.
She just had her first appointment.
Last week?
Yeah.
I'm still pretty early.
Confirmed.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Still pretty early, though. The only reason I had my appointment last week was because they thought that I was, like, closer to 9 weeks. But I told them that I wasn't because, see, what had happened was I was trying to get familiar with the fertility awareness method. I do not blame this method because I was not following it yet. I was trying to familiarize myself with it, which is a part of natural family planning, by taking my basal temperature. I was not following yet, so I cannot blame the fertility awareness method for getting me pregnant. So what I was doing was just getting familiar with taking my basal temperature and all that stuff, and just just to kind of learn my cycles before I dove into it. Well, I weaned Brielle from breastfeeding after breastfeeding her a year. I weaned her after her birthday. And it was a gradual weaning process, but like I completely cut her off like after her birthday. And because of that, there's a hormonal shift, and it threw my ovulation off. And guess who ovulated late?
Yeah.
So got pregnant when I didn't think that I would get pregnant, which is fine. We'll be okay. Like I'm not gonna tell anybody. It's not the kids that bothers me. I don't like being pregnant.
Yeah,
but
all 3 pregnancies, she
I
lost
was
weight.
extremely sick. Like I had hyperemesis gravidarum with my last pregnancies. But I will say that this one, so far so good. I am nauseous.
Hey, keep praying, guys.
Yes, I am nauseous at times, but it's nothing like my other pregnancies.
Because right now, at this point,
y'all would have been sick like at least 7 times a day. Like it would have been bad had it been like in the past, and it's not. So I'm grateful for that. I still have some symptoms where I'm just like really exhausted and nauseous, but I'll take that any day over how my other pregnancies were. So excuse me if I'm looking rough. I am feeling a little under the weather today, but like I said, I can handle that. It's nothing like my other pregnancies. And then the last one, I had to do it with him working 14 days away, 7 home at a time. So I bought this etouffee. I do not like the new seasoning in this.
You don't like the new seasoning?
No.
I like it.
Because I taste cumin. And
then you like you said, your senses
my
so
senses are heightened. I don't mind cumin in chili. I don't want it in my etouffee.
Yeah, we tried a new seasoning.
Yeah.
Besides
I like my Tony's, and like I usually sprinkle a little bit of Old Bay. I do my celery salt, my garlic powder. I add a little bit of Old Bay when it's like seafood, but I usually stick to my Tony's. But I don't overdo it on Tony's because Tony's factories can be like kind of salty.
Yeah.
But I do my Tony's. I have my smoked paprika, my celery salt, garlic powder, onion powder. Today we tried a new seasoning. I don't want to put it out there bad because it's not a bad new seasoning, but I don't like it in Crawfish Etouffee.
So I don't taste what you taste.
I taste it.
Like you said, right now.
I taste everything.
She was laughing today, guys, because when she's pregnant, you all.
You have rice in your beard.
I wonder how long it's been there. I'll be hating. Man, I'll be having rice all in my beard. I don't like it. You can't feel it. You're not looking at it. But she was saying, like, you women know, like, when y'all pregnant, she had different cravings. So,
oh gosh.
I was like, y'all guys see on the channel, we do a lot of seafood balls and seafood. So I had bought some snow crabs. I'm like, babe, snow crabs that do our little mini seafood balls. She was like, she just had a taste for it.
I couldn't take
it. Like, she just couldn't. And like today, the kids wanted McDonald's, and she hates McDonald's. But when she's pregnant, it's like McDonald's her best friend for some odd reason.
I crave a hot and spicy.
Right? I don't know why. Like she would never.
And I'm so disgusted by hot and spices.
She would never really mess with it ever. Never when she's not pregnant.
Yeah.
She wanted the kids to they'll eat every now and then. But today she was like, oh, I want a hot and spicy. I said, oh, there it goes. It's starting. But like you said, before you said go get a test, you said well, like the next week, if you didn't take a test, you would have known. That's when you would have been like,
oh yeah,
you just knew.
I always find out early. I'm not one of those people who are fortunate enough to be almost out of the first trimester.
Then find out.
And they're like, oh my god, no. I always find out at like 4 weeks. I'm very, very sensitive to changes in my body. Yo, I find out early every single time. Like I wish I could have been like, go to the doctor and they'd be like, oh, you wanna find out the gender? I'd be like, what? You know what I'm saying? No, I always know.
Yeah.
Like if I wouldn't have known the week I went, for sure by the next week I felt pregnant. And I was like, oh gosh.
A lot of the symptoms.
Mhm.
But you see how Cravings have been different. Like I said, she's drinking chocolate milk right now. Chocolate almond milk been. Hey.
With etouffee, I know.
Whatever works. I said whatever she enjoys, we'll go with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our big announcement. That's a big announcement. We have to keep you guys updated. Everything.
Y'all are family.
Yeah.
Yo, that's messed up. I mean, some of our relatives don't even know.
Right. Y'all know.
Y'all know. I mean, we told the ones we closest to.
Right. Some people, I'm sorry to see you when we see you kind of situation, you know? But
all the people that we talk to in the regular know.
yeah. I like it though.
They super? It's okay.
But yeah, it's literally like, it only been a handful of things she kind of been like, okay, I like. Cause certain, you know, when she's pregnant, every pregnancy is different. Even though a lot, all 3 pregnancies, she always crave. I can say seafood, but mainly crawfish.
Mm-hmm.
That was across the board. I mean, even though crawfish is, I mean, you could get crawfish tails like how we did this time, but like, you know, buy them somewhere and ball them. It's not the season right now. When it come back? Why isn't the season still? It's coming back, huh? November, December? I don't know. Oh, January.
I mean, crawfish season isn't in December, but you can start to get them around December.
Yeah.
But technically, crawfish season is like in full swing around Mardi Gras. Usually closer to like February.
Yeah.
And then it's like it lasts until like it pretty much the cutoff is like around Father's Day is usually like when everybody stops like selling crawfish, and then you can still buy the frozen crawfish tails like we did to make etouffee, but you want like boiled crawfish.
Gotta wait.
Gotta wait.
And how they do?
Mhm.
You know, when the season come back around, when it's early though, or they be taxing.
It's so
But they
expensive when it first
per
comes out.
pound, yeah.
Mhm. I'm cold.
Yeah, guys, number 4. I don't know. Everybody was like, you know, because some people close to us was like, you know, they kind of like, it should be a girl, you know, so Brielle can have, like, her sister, them 2, and, you know, Zayden and Xavier. So it's like, I don't know.
Let me tell you this, we can find out next week if we want to.
You have a preference?
Do you have a preference?
Yeah. Because we got 2 boys first, then a girl. Think another girl? Or,
I mean,
I know whatever God gives us, grateful.
yo, I still haven't
But
accepted the fact that
I know, it's still like
I'm 7 weeks
Really?
this week, and I'm still like, huh?
huh? Yeah.
Like I already went through this. Like I just bought all this workout stuff. My pounds was just starting to like drop off, and then it just stopped. And I was like, okay, you know, it's fine. I just need to drink more water. But it stopped because my body was like, hold on, what's going on?
Right.
But I bought like this waist trainer and like these sweatbands and like more workout stuff, and I was ready to get fine, baby. I was ready. And here we are. Look, I'll get excited eventually. It's not that I'm not happy. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't really have feelings about it right now. That sounds horrible. I'm just in shock. We weren't planning to have a 4th kid, and I'm traumatized from previous pregnancies because my previous pregnancies were hard. I had C-sections for each one. So, I'm not upset. I just haven't gotten to that like excitement part yet. I'm just not there yet. But I have to proceed with caution because, you know, my other pregnancies were pretty traumatic. So it takes me a while to get like excited. I'm not like one of those new moms who, you know, they see the test, they start crying, they're immediately happy. It takes me a while because I have all this, all these apprehensions. Like I'm just like, like what's gonna happen? Like I have to, you know, I gotta get cut again.
You said you had 3 rough. Yeah.
I had really rough pregnancies. Like Zayden, it was bad with my oldest. But then with Xavier, I lost 30 pounds during my pregnancy. With Bria, I lost like 25 during my pregnancy.
Yeah.
This one is the closest I felt semi-normal, and I still don't feel great. But like, if this is the worst, I can deal with this because this is not horrible. But it's still me like on the edge, you know.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like
I'm on edge, but I always have great blood pressure. I always have a good glucose level. Like I never have any complications other than that. Well, last time I had something called hydro something, but it wasn't bad. I just had excess. My iron sometimes is low, but it's nothing usually major. Right. It's just the hyperemesis gravidarum sucks. It's like never-ending sickness from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep.
From 6 weeks to the baby's born.
From 6 weeks to the baby's born, but this one's not like that at all. Thank you, Jesus.
Right.
Thank y'all. And I pray that it doesn't get that way. But I'm still in shock, y'all. I haven't processed it. I'm not upset because you know what's funny? whenever Brielle was a newborn, I was holding her and I had a vision of another baby, of me holding another baby, and I was like, God, who is this baby? Stop playing, like, who is this baby? And it was me holding the baby, so I knew it was mine. I was like, God, look, because that pregnancy,
too, right?
it was a boy in the vision. I'm holding our baby girl, and then I have a vision of a baby boy. I knew I was gonna have another baby, but I rebuked it. God forgive me, but I rebuked the thought. I did. I really did.
Especially
I feel so bad. And that pregnancy was traumatic. I don't know which was worse between my pregnancy with Brielle and my pregnancy with Xavier. They were both really bad. So then you go from that to having a vision of another baby. Y'all, so like I feel bad for saying that because I know that there are plenty of people who want to have kids, and don't get me wrong, I am grateful and I love all of my babies, but when you are sick from 6 weeks to the rest of your pregnancy, and I'm talking about the only thing keeping me out of the hospital was this really expensive medicine and the fact that I knew how to care for myself because I didn't finish nursing school, but because I finished majority of nursing school. Halfway. I knew how to care for myself. I knew what to look for as far as like if I was dehydrated. But y'all, one time I got so dehydrated that I was hallucinating. So like even no matter how much you know how to take care of yourself, at some point it was bad.
Yeah.
It was bad. Like I could have ended up hospitalized several times. There were several times during my last pregnancy that I feared losing my life or losing Brielle, and I'll just leave it at that. So when I say that I'm not thrilled yet, just understand that comes from a place of trauma. It's not me being ungrateful. I thank God that we can't have kids, but it's trauma. You know, I'll get there. I'll be happy eventually. I'm still shocked because
still shocked. One, I think we still like even going to the doctor.
We've even finished processing it.
Right.
Yo, that baby was so small. I told these people. So when you go to the doctor, they basically they try to figure out your due date based on a 28-day cycle. And not everybody has a 28-day cycle. A normal cycle is anywhere from 28 days to 35. I'm between like 32 and 35, and that's also considered regular. So factor that in, and the fact that I ovulated late due to weaning, and we have a baby that is due much later than what they expected. So they were like, well, how far do you think you are? I was like, ma'am, I was taking my temperature. I know I ovulated on this day. I know this happened on this day. Like, I wasn't doing the the fertility awareness method, but I was familiarizing myself with it because I was about to get started. So, like, I already know when everything happened. What happened was, the reason I thought that I hadn't ovulated yet was because I hadn't plugged in my temperatures yet. So then when there was a miscommunication between he and I, after that miscommunication, I decided to plug in my temperatures in my little app, and I was like, we didn't miss that. We might not have missed that window.
Maybe.
I was hoping we missed the window, but I thought that I had already ovulated, but obviously I hadn't. And I saw that I ovulated very late. And had I put my temperatures in the app prior to the act, we would have known. It is what it is. It was supposed to happen. I'm just still in disbelief.
Yeah, we was shocked, yo.
Pregnancy is so long. It's so long. Like, why can't it be 3 months? It's
Warp
so long.
speed.
Yeah, y'all.
We, like I said, we just been busy a lot, with homeschooling and virtual learning and everything like that. And then, like I said, the news we got now, so, and just everything else we doing.
And then we have another business. We've been working on stuff with that.
Yeah, filming for you guys, doing our YouTube.
We're trying, yeah.
Doing our YouTube, so we know we need to be more consistent with it.
We do need to be more consistent.
Film and just talk to you guys and just come on here. Especially a lot of home cooking. It was like we fixed today. We should fix today, so. We just been busy and tired. Like, the days fly. Like, 24 hours, I see what people say, it's not enough hours in a day. I swear, we wake up, immediately get the kids up, start doing their homeschooling and doing everything. You look again, it's maybe 2, 3. Okay, right now it's what? 5:45. Finally eating. You know what I'm saying? We got to run errands, do certain. Man, you look again, it's 9, 10. Routine over again.
It's crazy.
It's just gone,
It's So yeah, y'all, it's just been crazy, but we'll definitely try to be more consistent.
Yeah.
I just hadn't been feeling well enough to really eat anything.
Or wanting many meals, yeah.
So then eventually I was like, look, I'm just gonna have to go on camera, even if I'm drinking like some tea.
Some tea, yeah, not eating, and still just talking.
And you know, at least to give y'all a heads up, cause y'all family, at least let y'all know what's going on.
Yeah, if y'all see her not really eating or not really, that's just.
I can't eat a whole lot at once sometimes, but that is the tea, y'all. As far as my preference, I don't really have a preference. I already have boys. I already have a girl.
Me too.
I
mean, it would be like somebody said, it would be ideal because we just have a girl and we have another girl.
Yeah, we have all these girl clothes still.
Right.
I was getting ready to donate all of them.
Yeah, literally.
I was.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to know if it's another girl. That way I can know like whether or not to keep some of my girl stuff or to donate it all, because I was gonna donate. We do still need to donate some clothes to Lake Charles. You know, like we told you about how the hurricane, how Laura really affected.
Yeah, we'll donate some stuff.
That area.
Yeah.
In our state. So we have some of the boys' clothes to donate, but I still have a lot of Brielle's clothes from like newborn till now. A lot of things that she's grown out of, and I was about to donate all of it, and then we found out we were pregnant. So I was like, okay, well, let's see, like, that's what we need to find out. But we can do an early gender test if I do a blood test, and you can literally find out as early as 8 weeks if we want to. So might do that, just out of curiosity, and then be mean and like hold it from like family and friends, and no, not be mean. Maybe do like a little gender reveal for family and friends. Yeah, but if we find out early, at least we'll know like what to donate, you know.
They're gonna be asking. I already know a lot of people. What y'all have? Y'all know?
Yeah, but nobody would expect us to know that early. So unless we come out and say, nobody would know. You know.
Yeah.
But it's as simple as a blood test, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a dream though recently, and it was two sisters playing. So now I'm like, okay, so my original vision was of a baby boy, but maybe it had nothing to do with it being a boy. Maybe it was the fact that I was going to have another baby. And then recently I had a dream of two little babies playing, but they weren't the exact same age. One was older, and it was understood to be Brielle. And it was like, you know, they were sisters. So maybe that means it's a girl. I don't know.
We shall see. We'll let you guys know. We give y'all love, you know.
But if I'm looking kind of rough, it's because that's how I feel. So I'm sorry. I am sorry, y'all.
He understand, trust me. Really, everybody understand.
Yeah. Y'all cool. Y'all are so sweet. Like, I love y'all. I love reading the comments. Y'all are so
interacting,
sweet.
Yeah. We appreciate
I'm so
y'all.
sorry y'all hear the noise in the background. My son is playing Fortnite.
All they playing in the room, they all sound like I hear Xavier.
I
hear so they all just playing. What the heck? Yeah, they just having too much fun in there.
We about to have 4 kids.
Every time we say it, she'll say to me how she just said it.
After this, don't even look at me, because, child, golly. I choose abstinence. Oh my gosh.
I told her, y'all, we was just, we always cloud with each other. Like, golly, girl, like, I can't even sneeze on you. You get pregnant. She just like, boy.
I told him, well, you're sneezing on me with the wrong part.
Oh, yeah, we always mess with each other. But yeah, y'all. That's a update and a big announcement that we want to share with you guys.
Yep.
I eat my little etouffee. I'm good.
It's alright. It's not my best, but I try to do seasoning.
Like I said, the seasoning, I think.
And I can taste cumin in it. And I don't have a problem with cumin in chili, but I don't want it in my etouffee.
So we know now. At least we know kind of what's in it, so you know
because it said spices.
Right, it didn't say cumin. It just said spices.
That's in there. Am I saying it right? Is it cumin or cumin? I don't know.
I don't know.
That right.
I don't know. It's one of the two.
Whatever. Y'all know. CUMIN, y'all.
Yeah, one of the two. I don't know. But yeah, y'all, we going.
I'm done.
You done?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll wrap it up. But yeah,
that's the tea, y'all.
That's the tea, y'all.
That's what's up.
Yeah, man.
That's what's going on. The next time I come back on, I may be more like, yeah, you guys, I'm just not there yet. And like I said, I'm not upset about it. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not now. I was only upset because I was about to try to get fired.
See the last video we was actually doing keto. She had bought her workout, so we was working out like everything. Yeah, so I could feel on that she was.
Whatever. I know you can work out while pregnant, but I don't feel good enough to do that yet.
Right, especially the exercises she was doing.
I tried to keep doing it, and I was able to do it for like the first few weeks. But once that nausea kicked in, I've been in bed. Y'all was doing burpees and everything. I was like, let me try to get it in before I can't. Shit. It's what it is.
Yeah.
I have time. I'm not even gonna like stress over like the dumb things. As long as like I'm healthy, the baby's healthy.
Most definitely.
Everything else is just kind of like, I mean, that's superficial, and I know I can lose it. I'm just being ridiculous, honestly. That's not what's important at the moment.
So we know God always make a way for us. Like
He
always does.
He always does.
God always make a
yeah.
way. And it's so crazy how they do where everybody say like have faith and trust God. You know, when things happen like I said, fourth kid, and it's like, oh man, fourth kid. You know, like kids are expensive and they come with a lot. Love them, they come with a lot. Everybody
I don't
know
find that
kids.
kids are very expensive.
No, I'm saying like talking about with school when they start getting to school. I'm saying mainly.
I think it depends. I think private school is expensive.
Right.
I think public school, I mean, it can cost with school activities and different things. I think when you put your kids in different activities, I mean, it can cost, but I don't find that kids are like
Good timing. That's
maybe the older
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The older. I mean, I guess I'm referring to like I know people who, you know, maybe like my homeboy, he got one in college, one about to graduate, and one like 2 years from graduating. So that's all hit him like.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's gonna happen with us though.
Right.
But I feel like we're gonna be okay because like they're 3 years apart, 3 years apart, 3 years apart, and well, now the last one is only like gonna be the last two are gonna be 2 years apart. But like okay, like when Zayden's going to college, Xavier's gonna be in high school. Then by the time Xavier's gonna be going to college, Brielle's gonna just be like a sophomore.
Zayden will be a senior and Xavier will be a freshman.
I feel like we kind of spaced them out like to where it'll be. I don't feel like it'll ever get to the point where it's too overwhelming. We're buying one a car, okay, like we can start saving for the next one.
True.
By the time we're buying the next car, the other one better be able to pay for theirs.
Right.
Or at least their insurance, maybe if not their actual car. I don't know, we'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, we always do, like I said. Continue praying next God to lead us, guide us, and show us the way. He definitely will.
We're rambling.
So yeah, guys, I'm about to say we don't want to ramble.
Yeah.
We just want to come on, you know, speak with y'all, you know, like she said, y'all family. But yeah, y'all, we thank y'all for watching.
Thank you guys
tuning in
so much for watching.
Y'all getting the comment, you know, we definitely interact with you guys. And
I interact with you guys.
I interact with you guys.
He don't comment enough.
Yeah,
it's me.
No,
whatever.
I do comment.
Okay, when you see all the hearts and stuff, that's me. When it's him, all he put is like CJ and it's rare. Like
No.
Whatever.
No,
anyway, you guys.
Whatever. What they ask.
No, you need to put your name so you know.
Not every time. If I put thanks for watching or with something short, I don't put CJ. Like,
it's usually me commenting, you guys.
Nah.
It's usually
I mean, more majority of
you
her,
lying if you say.
No, you
anyway,
do. No, you do.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. We truly, truly appreciate each and every one of you, and we'll see you again next time. Bye. And we promise it won't be so long next time.
Yeah, we promise.
Yeah.
We promise we'll try to hopefully come on with another one time the end of this week. It's
Yes.
Tuesday. Y'all hold us that it's Tuesday.
Oh, we got a hurricane coming. I don't know. We can't. Hopefully we have a
I forgot. Hey, yeah. Guys, we got another hurricane coming.
hurricane.
We got another one coming.
Ugh.
Yeah.
But all right. We'll try though,
We'll
y'all.
try, y'all.
All right.
All right, bye.